Hi everyone, welcome back to Through Alchemy. So this will be another channel message from Spirit. I'm picking up on the heart chakra green color, also the color green specifically in terms of nature, money, flora, fauna. Something about growth, expansion, multiplication of it. I'm hearing multiple intentions as well. There is this very strange yet sneaky energy of a person that has been stalking you. Now, this feels like a secret admirer, and how you can identify is by remembering if you've had an interaction with a person that has been quite in and out of your life. This person messages you. This person does not have the capacity to hold a conversation with you simply because every time they talk to you, they're so intimidated. It's like this person will slide into your DMs or reply on a story of yours or try to strike up a conversation, even if in person, but they'll just stop replying or they'll reply after hours. There's something a bit weird about this person. Like, you feel like they kind of keep poking you, but then they don't hold your attention. They ask for the attention, but they don't hold that attention. This person could be a Scorpio or an Aquarius. This person seems very sneaky, mysterious. They could also be quite intellectual, so you doubt why they are so weird about this. I feel like this person talks a lot about you to other people or their one friend or something like that. This person, I don't expect you to know exactly what their inner circle is like, because I don't think that this person has a very large group of friends. This person seems to be someone that I feel like almost like they're imagining a connection with you. They feel like you feel the same way. They misinterpret, and this is a very stunted emotional body. That's what I'm feeling, that this person imagines that there is a connection with you when I don't think that there is. I think it's the enthusiasm with which that they come towards you or they feel about you that they've convinced themselves in a way that there is a connection between the both of us. This is a bit stalkerish, especially if you're listening to my channel for the first time or if you find this reading. I feel definitely that there is someone that has convinced themselves that this is a real partnership or a connection. I think that they're just so hyperfixated on you that they've convinced themselves that this is mutual. This person has a fantasy of heroic complex where they come and save you. So if you have a social media platform where you share your psychological troubles, or basically in poetry or romance, or you express your favorite movies or things like that, this person has observed those movies, this person has watched those movies, this person has gone through those movies, they've looked at them, they've imagined you and them. This person has a heroic complex. On the other hand, there is another admirer, someone that you are physically involved with. Basically, you are actually involved with. This is not a make-believe connection. I believe that you were supposed to know about one person that's quite in their woo-woo shell, but this one is real. This one seems like you have interest with this person. The character traits that are quite similar is, I believe that you have gone through an initiation, which has made you a lot more airy-fairy and like mystical. Basically talks about your aura. It's a divine glow up. This is talking about healing from your past life memories. So since you've been doing a lot of healing work, This would resonate with people that actually have substantial proof of the fact that they've integrated their past life shadows, and which also come in from different versions of them in different dimensions. So basically, you've had very strong connection with your inner child right now and your future self or your higher self. You've also been working with deities. Now, when you're doing past life integration, there are specific roles or versions or supreme powers that reach you while you're doing such high level of integration, so that they can help you move through it, especially if you don't have a professional at hand. Now, this is a reading that is talking about the fact that you are in a soulmate connection with someone else for real, for real. This person that you're dealing with seems to be someone that is a bit on their high horse, or they're showing you that they're on their high horse. They're not taking that much interest in you. But I'm gonna tell you a very funny thing, that this person has also been stalking you. This person is so physically drawn towards you, but this person is actually behaving like they're on their high horse and they don't want to pay attention to you because you're not doing that. So there's an air of spying on each other, keeping energetic tracks. This person could also be getting psychic readings. I know this person is actually quite psychic, because people that are meeting you at this level are now themselves in tune with their own psychic gifts. You're not going to be attracting just anybody. You're going to be attracting quite high vibrational people, and these people mind it. They're very, very charming, but they're also responsible. These types of individuals at some level are also integrating their masculine energies, and since you've been working on integrating your feminine energy or vice versa, the intimidation factor and this oblivious energy that I'm not noticing you, it actually comes in from this fear of rejection that they're still integrating. So the individuals that you're matching up with while pertaining this higher knowledge and expansion, and that's why I said, so much growth, that you're matching up with people that are actually on your frequency. However, the wounds that they're integrating and you're integrating are quite generational. So they're not just a measly rejection wound that's coming from their childhood. No, you are doing interdimensional past life and generational work. That's why I say past life, because also it's like integration of past versions of you. Basically, when I talk about different dimensions, it's also talking about your integration with your ancestors, and that's why we say that we're healing our previous generations as well. So the reason why it ties in with this specific person that is a bit delusional about the connection existing, the first secret admirer, is because there's something quite common about masculine energies fantasizing a lot about you at this time, simply because of your divine aura radiating the biological chemistry of mating as well. Some of you have had visions of pregnancy, or birthing things into being, or you've been working on womb integration, or two things that are very prominent, and one of them is definitely past life integration. So generational wounds or past life wounds are also your gateway to gifts, past life gifts, generational gifts. You're basically sitting on a gold mine that you're tapping into. Something that Spirit wants you to know is that this is very rare. Not all people on earth or souls are able to tap into their past life karma, unlock it, bring it in this lifetime, and there being the physical body being able to actually adjust with it. So you may not realize what type of volume of work that you're doing that's attracting all sorts of people. Simply the contrast over here that Spirit wants to explain is this is an educational channeling that talks about how you're always going to attract distorted and divine masculine. Divine masculine energy is not someone that's perfect. They're still working on themselves. You're still working on yourselves. You're integrating. But the disintegrating part of it is always going to seem a bit more chaotic, simply because it's working off delusion. It's not grounded, right? And the contrast over here is so funny that the delusional person or the secret admirer feels like there is a connection and they're going to sweep you off your feet and they're going to save you. Whereas the more masculine, the right amount of divine masculine energy is not thinking about saving you, it's actually admiring you and actually feeling very intimidated by you. Now, this is a whole comparison of what really you're attracting right now. It's not talking about your value. You are actually meant to attract the right partner for you, someone that's going to cut through the bullshit. So we have Ace of Swords, Death, and the King of Swords. This is a very intellectual and a cutthroat energy, especially with the Death being over here. This means that when you're going to meet the right person, which is not related with these two admirers of yours, this is talking about what you actually deserve. This is not talking about the frequency at which you're attracting people right now, light and dark. This is talking about the wholesome combination and integration of yin and yang within one person. This is talking about someone that is breaking through the illusions and is going to meet you at that level. This is not a prediction, this is a promise from spirit. If you find this reading and anything about this reading, whether it's the caption of it, the title of it, whether it's the image that I placed, whether it's the music, whether it's my channel, whether it's my voice, whether it's in the way in which I talk about things, it's everything in this reading that speaks to one or the other person, that makes them feel like, yeah, this speaks to me, this is speaking life into me rather than making or taking energy from me. That would be a clear indication that this reading is for you, and especially if you have Scorpio Sun Moon Rising, or Scorpio in Venus Scorpio, or Venus Leo, or 4th house Leo or Scorpio. There is something very promising happening in your life, and we don't know when it will happen, but let this be very strong indications from spirit that the person that you're meant to be with is going to be an integration of both these things. That person is not going to look at you as someone that needs to be saved. However, they're going to understand and walk in life holding hands with you. So if you even get a bit weak or you feel tired, this person is going to be a place that you reside in. You can rest on them. You can just be soft with this person, but this person is never going to underestimate your ability to handle life by yourself. The Death card over here has the image of Kali Ma over here, which talks about destruction and rebirth. Now, Kali Ma only appears in your readings, or she only comes to you when you're ready for something that is extremely major and challenging, and she's going to pick a very tricky and a very testing time in your life. She's not just going to come at an easy way in your life. She's going to pick a very specific phase in your life, and that's when she's going to recognize you and make herself known. She may be looking at you from the sidelines, but she's going to come in when she knows is the time for her to make herself known to you. She protects you fiercely, and this is a part of divine feminine energy. This is talking about how the person that's meant for you is going to protect you fiercely. This person may come at a time that you don't expect it, but you best believe this person's energy probably surrounds you. This is a man or a woman. They're representing the divine masculine energy for the feminines. This is a person whose energy already surrounds you. You've already connected with this person's higher self. This person has connected with you at a very tricky time beforehand to let you know, while you're dealing with these past life karmic issues, that they exist. This person has come around, their higher self has come around to reassure you, and best believe for somebody, or for maybe for most of you, this person has thought of things that they like to say to you. This person always thinks about the mountains they had to climb to become this version of themselves, so that they can fulfill their dreams, hopes and wishes of meeting a divine counterpart that they've always looked for. If you're someone that's always felt like nobody really matches my freak, in a sense, like nobody really matches my frequency, my emotional intelligence, my spiritual integrity, simply because you're such a force and you're so deep. And this could speak quite prominently to the women out there, the feminine energies. You felt like masculine energies tend to get scared, or they're more passionately driven towards you. They don't see you beyond your looks, or even if they do, they get scared and they run away from you. This is what this person wants to let you know, that I wouldn't be scared. I'd be strong enough to hold your fire. In fact, I'd help you fulfill your purpose, because the most attractive thing about you and the most sexiest thing about you is how driven you are. Because I am born from the same fire that you are. So that's what this person wants to say, and Kalima wants to say that she's going to fiercely protect you through this path. It's not an easy one, but she's walking side by side, and in the right time, she's going to reveal herself to you. Okay, so I'm going to leave this message over here. I hope this was helpful, and I'm going to see you guys in another one. Bye-bye.